Hey, beautiful souls, beautiful sunshine here with DR Holistic Healer, aka Sonia B. I'm back with a couple of quick prophetic messages that I received a few days ago. I know some I received somewhere around about the 20th, and I received one last night, and the rest a few days ago. So anyway, I'm gonna just make it quick and simple. So some of you guys may be seeing some influential people who are in relationships, and some of you guys may be looking to them thinking that everything is peaches and cream is kind of what I got it. Not necessarily peaches and cream, but their relationship is not what you think that it is how it came to me in a prophetic message. Without really just getting into all the details and describing it. So basically, the overall message was, some of you guys look to other people's relationships, and it could be just a normal everyday person's relationship, somebody within your immediate environment, but it's basically somebody who I get to feel is somebody who makes money in a sense, and it seems like they're really on top of their game. But the way God Soul Spirit had showed it to me was their relationship is not the way that you see it, meaning like sometimes when we're an outsider looking in, you don't know what goes on the inside of somebody's home. So just to make that quick and simple, so that was it for that particular message. So I received another message, and this one came in a form of, let's just say some of you guys are gonna, without having to get into details of describing the whole dream, I'm just trying to make this video as short as possible. But um, some of you guys are going to be setting examples, should I say, and it's almost like you're going to be leading by example, and other people are going to be following your example. So whatever that may be, it came in a form as if like there was a mess that was being made outside somewhere, like in a hallway of an apartment building. It was like, I cleaned up around my doormat, should I say, and that then caused other people to clean up their mess and clean up, things around their immediate environment as well too. So that's just a quick example of what I had saw. So in other words, some of you guys are going to be leaders and not even realize it, but other people are going to be looking up to you and looking at how you carry yourself and how you do things, and basically going to be following suit. So whether you guys realize this or not, it's happening. And then I received another message was, some of you guys may be in a situation that either you're dealing with children in some sort of way. I don't know how, but it kind of got the feeling like these kids were somewhere between 12 and 15, but take it how it resonates, because it could apply differently for other people. In other words, it could be a group of people that maybe somebody super is in charge of supervising. Whether they're kids or whether they're young adults, it doesn't matter. But it came in a form as if this group was just a little rowdy, should I say, to the point that the people who were in a position of authority, it's almost like they was trying to get them to calm down a little bit, and that wasn't really working. So and it's almost like the person had gotten a little loud, should I say, in regards to trying to get them to calm down a little bit, because it came in a form as if like some kids were taking a nap, but it didn't seem like it was in a daycare center. So that's the reason why I say, take it how it resonates, because it could be a situation of it's a workplace situation, meaning like you supervise people, or it could be a situation of somebody actually working in at like a school, or maybe like a child care facility. But again, it wasn't shown to me as if it was a child care center or an actual school. It was just some sort of building. So you know just take that how it resonates. But anyway, so I say all that to say that it came in a form as if there was an authority figure who was in charge of that group. They couldn't really kind of control them because the kids were like a little, or whether they're kids or whether they're young adults, again, take it how it resonates, they were a little rowdy and a little out of control, to the point of, when I say out of control, I mean just like laughing and kind of running all over the place. You know how you stumble into a place just being loud and so on and so on. So that was the type of energy that was coming. And someone else who was actually who had their kids sleeping, they was trying to get the other kids to kind of quiet down some, but they still wasn't even listening to that. To the point of the matter, of the person who was actually overseeing that original group, they end up having to yell and scream out loud in order to try to get them to calm down. But even that didn't help. Let me just say that. So I don't know who that message is for. So just keep that in mind. It could resonate with some of you and it may not resonate with some of you, but just keep that in mind and just apply it to the workplace as well too, or however you want to look at it. So the next message that I received was, this came in a form of, I really feel like this one is like past life energy. Like it came in a form as if, let's just say like, let's just say that somebody that you live with, whether it's a boyfriend, whether a girlfriend, or whether a significant other, take it how it resonates. But I truly believe that this is past life energy though. It just kept kind of coming through like that. And I say that to say, like, when I say past life energy, I mean like not in this lifetime, but it happened in another lifetime. But that's the energy that's kind of coming through in this lifetime that needs to be healed and needs to be fixed. So I say all that to say, because it was like, it came in a form like if it's my, as if my spouse had kind of just ran off for some particular reason, but he ran off, but it's almost like he ran off for a reason, but then it's like when he ran off, it's like his friends had came looking for him, and it was like probably about 4 or 5 of them. They came looking for him, and I was like, and as I was walking like towards, let's just say, my apartment in the dream, I saw them standing there like they was waiting for him, and I was like, nope. I said, he ain't here. I said, he ran off somewhere again, is what I told him. So I say all that to say that, as I got closer to them, they was like, well, they was looking for him. And I was like, well, he's not here. And I was like, he ran off again. And then they actually, and it was almost like they wanted me to kind of prove to them in a sense, like that he wasn't there, meaning like they wanted to come into the apartment. They didn't say, let me come into the apartment, but I really got the energy of that. They wanted to come in, just basically, just kind of make sure that he wasn't there. But the truth of the matter is, and this is where I say I believe it's past life energy, because initially when I was walking up onto my apartment building, everything was fine, but then I started seeing construction that was overhead, like the top of a roof or archway type, like, and they had some tape up saying that you couldn't go through the tape. So that was just letting me know that was God's source spirit protecting, protecting this person from keeping them from having to come into their apartment, basically wanting to see whether the other person was there or not. So some of you guys may find yourself, I don't know if you may have had this dream, or maybe you're thinking about, or you're not really sure of, but this is a confirmation for someone. If you feel like there's a situation that is pertaining to your friends, every time you, let's just say, try to eliminate them, get rid of them, separate yourself from them, they always manage to seem to come flocking back to you. This has a lot to do with past life energy. And I say all that to say, because think about it. If it was and I give you a little quick scenario. Think about, like, if as an example, if somebody was in a past life, and let's just say if they were a, how can I say it? Let's just say if they was a hitman in a past life, right? So they have higher up orders from somebody else. So as they have higher up orders, and let's just say hypothetically, if this person decided that, hey, I want to change my life and I want to get out of this game, and I no longer want to do this anymore for us being a hitman. Well, guess what? The higher ups in that chain is basically saying, oh, okay, well, this person wants to leave. Well, they may tell our secrets. So, we may have to eliminate them, but we got to keep our eye on, keep watchful, keep watch of them, and so on and so on. So I say all that to say that that's not necessarily happening in this lifetime, but it's carrying that same energy. And it may even be with those same people, but it's not, again, happening in this lifetime. So it's almost like those friends are trying to keep you close in a sense, and try to keep attachments to you. Not because in this lifetime that, that they're trying to keep an eye on you, but they're carrying that same energy that's from a past life. I hope that makes sense to you. But I say all that to say, so it's almost like, again, as you try to get rid of these friends, it's almost like seeming like they keep seeming to come back and show up every time, or wanting to know where you're at, and so on, as you try to cut those ties with them in this lifetime, should I say. I'm trying to explain that the best way I can. I'm not necessarily in front of the camera, so, but anyway, I hope that was helpful to explain that. Thank you, Spirit. I hope that was I hope that was, excuse me. helpful of how I tried to explain it. So again, it's not the necessary energies that are happening now, but it's almost like some of you guys are just feeling like you can't shake these people, or you feeling like there's some sort of attachment to these people that you feel like you can't shake. And that's the reason why you can't necessarily shake it, because it's almost like these energetic cords that are still attached from different lifetimes, should I say. But anyway, so moving right along. Um, and just know that again, that I saw that God was like intervening with that situation, and again, and it's almost like, you know, yeah, that's why the construction was kind of taken was being done over the archway, and nobody could go into the apartment. So again, I truly believe that this is energy from past life. So it's not necessarily happening in this lifetime. Well, it is happening in this lifetime, but it's not happening in the way that it did in the past. So as I said before, there may be people that you try to get rid of, but it seems like, either you're still holding on to them and you don't know why you're holding on to them. And it's just energetic cords that just need to be cut and release their energy, and so on and so on. But anyway, and it kind of goes back to those energetic hooks I was talking about sometime too. Sometimes we have ties to people from past life, and some things are embedded in our DNA that we carry over into this lifetime. It is meant to be healed in this lifetime, if that makes sense. Anyway, so the last dream that I received was some of you guys are birthing a project, and some of you guys, and this message came through before too. So some of you guys are actually experiencing a birth. Um, and if you're not experiencing it, could be somebody that is around you that may be experiencing an actual birth, or about to give birth, should I say. But this is coming in a shape of two forms, like two different messages. One, someone is possibly about to give birth, and two, somebody's about to give birth to a project. But the way I saw it was, either way, was if you're somebody who is about to give birth, or know someone who's about to give birth, they have like a significant others who is kind of like prepping and preparing and supporting and being there with them in that process, making sure they're comfortable, making sure they're good, making sure they get to the hospital, making sure they do what necessarily needs to be done. And then you have this other situation to where people are actually working on their project, should I say. And it's almost like, as I explained to some of you guys before, that some of you guys are going to be called to help support some individuals with their endeavors, that's not only going to benefit them, but is also going to benefit you in some way, shape, or form. So it showed me that it was like, because it came in form as if I was like about to give birth, like I had this big ass stomach, or whatever the case may be, and my spouse in the dream was, like helping me, like preparing me to like the funny thing about it was, I wasn't even having contractions or whatever, but it was like he was just trying to make sure that I was comfortable, because I was feeling a little uncomfortable, but I wasn't experiencing any pain, but I just knew that I was getting ready to give birth. And it's almost like we went from one vehicle to another vehicle, just so that I can have enough space and have enough room. And it's almost like, because how you sit in the front seat of the car and you try to push it back as far as you can. It's almost like we had to switch cars. So I was like sitting somewhere almost close to the back seat in a sense. But I was still sitting in the front seat. So I say all that to say, it was just letting me know, once we transferred vehicles, I was able to be a little bit more comfortable. And then it's like I was being driven to the hospital, but I was able to be, again, a little bit more comfortable than I was before in the other vehicle, should I say. So I say all that to say that, as I said before, some people about to actually give birth, and some about to give birth to a project, or whatever it is that they have been working on behind the scenes, whatever that may be for you, in whatever shape or form that may be. It's going to be different for everybody. And this message may resonate with some, and it may not resonate with some. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. And just keep in mind that if it's not happening to you, it could be happening to someone else. And just also remember too, that if these energies are not happening exactly right now, that they will be happening like in the near future. It could be a couple of weeks from now, it could be a couple of months from now. So keep that in mind too. Just remember that energy is fluid, and it moves at its own pace, and it just depends on where you're located at on the hemisphere. whether you're the northern or the southern hemisphere. All that plays a factor as well too when the energy will possibly reach you. Some people could have already experienced this, and just keep in mind again that if it's not happening to you, it could be happening to someone else that's around you. So anyway, but with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy your time off. Enjoy your time with your family. I wish you all much love. I wish you all much light. And I say peace and blessings. And to remember to always keep God first and foremost. Much love. Bye.